LeBron made his return last night after missing the last 17 games. He scored 24 points and was an assist shy of a triple-double in the overtime win against the Clippers. The Lakers are currently a game out of a playoff spot, and after the game, LeBron said, quote, "We're all ready to make this push." Tomorrow night, the Lakers will be on the road to face the Warriors, and if that wasn't enough, the LA Times reports the Lakers gave the Pelicans 5 different trade scenarios for Anthony Davis. They got options. So, Shannon, what is next for the Lakers?
I expect them to go on a run. Their best player is back. He's rested and he's healthy. He's going to have to play his way back into, peak game conditioning. And eventually, as it progresses, he will trust that growing more and more, knowing that he's 100% healthy, and he'll be LeBron James all over again. He'll shoot the ball better than what he did last night. I'm looking at their schedule at Golden State, at Indiana, Boston, Philly, and Atlanta. I think they're going to be a worst-case scenario 4-1, maybe 3-2 would be the worst. But I can see 4-1 in this scenario, Skip Bayless. They're about to make this move. LeBron James is getting ready to show the world why he's the best player in all of basketball. Because I think sometimes when you're away from the game, other guys are doing spectacular things. James Harden has been, the last month, he's been phenomenal. But you know, and I know, the baddest man that can dribble a basketball on this planet called Earth is GOAT James.
I was thinking he's going to play against GOAT James in Golden State on me. I don't know. I was thinking of that other guy. So you're predicting 4-1 on this road trip leading up to
That'll be a best case scenario, worst case 3-2.
Well, wait a second. I can't keep up with you. You keep amending your predictions.
Skip, look who we got.
They're going to go on a run.
We got Golden State, Boston, and Philly.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out who you're predicting they're going to lose to.
I ain't telling you.
Well, are they going to beat Golden State?
Is Clay playing or is he not playing?
Okay, let's say he doesn't. Let's just.
We got him.
You got him without Klay Thompson.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
That closes the deal.
Yep.
Man, I'd put a case on that right now.
No, we don't worry about no case. We got enough cases.
Okay, I don't know.
We gonna beat Indiana?
I would hope so with no Victor Oladipo. I would hope, but you know what?
And we're gonna get Boston.
At Philly, you're gonna have a hard time at Philly because they are really good. That's my pick to win the East.
They're really, really good.
Yep, and they had a big win last night, and Jimmy Butler didn't contribute much to that win because Ben Simmons and the big guy, Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid is a monster.
They took the game over.
Look, that's always been the recipe for beating Golden State. Punish them on the boards. Everybody doesn't have 7'2" Joel Embiid, though. Yeah. That's skilled.
Yeah, and Ben Simmons played big last night, too.
Oh, he was a monster.
Here's what's going to happen.
Skip, the guy can't shoot outside of 6 feet.
No.
But I tell you what he can do. He can post up just about anybody. He can switch off. If you playing outside, he can switch off on anybody. Very few point guards can do what he does.
Yep. Plus, he played with poise last night. I watched a lot of it. I was going back and forth with the Lakers, but he played like a man last night, and it's taken him a while.
This is where they missed Klay Thompson, Skip.
Yep. No, I know.
Because guess who would have been helping Ben Simmons?
You could make the case. Yep.
Yep.
Here's what's going to happen.
But you know the Lakers, I don't worry about anything. I loved what I saw from Brandon Ingram last night. It seems like he was unbothered, undeterred. That, look, I might be here in a week. I might not be. But I'm just going to go ahead and play my game and let the chips fall where they may.
The reason you're going to have a hard time going on a run, as you say, is that about 4 of these young upcoming potential stars for the Los Angeles Lakers are going to go on a run to New Orleans pretty soon. And to me, I'm betting this trade is going to happen before the deadline. Again, the LA Times has reported that on the table for the Pelicans is Lonzo and Kuzma and Brandon Ingram and Zubats and a first-rounder. And I know New Orleans got its pride up and its back up right now. Can't force his way out of here, but I think Dell Demps will come to his senses, see the light by next Thursday, 3 o'clock Eastern time. That would be on the evening they play at Boston. And he'll just say, I know this is the best deal I'm going to be able to salvage out of this. And it's not salvage because it's really good. It could really
here's the thing, though,
put them back on the map.
I'm going to have to rescind that. Now, if they make this trade and they go down against Boston, that means they're going to be without 3 players.
That's what I'm saying.
So they're going to be shorthanded. But I don't see them. I don't see that happening.
But
like when Cleveland made that trade a couple of years ago, and they went to Atlanta and had like 8 players and ended up winning the game anyway.
The problem is that the drumbeat is going to grow louder and louder, I think, for this trade. And the young Lakers are going to get more and more distracted and maybe disheartened by this prospect. Not that they don't want to be Pelicans, but it's just going to discombobulate the basketball team on the road as they have to play hard games. Indiana's still a hard game even without Victor because they're still a good basketball team. So
they're all right.
Yeah, they're all right. But again, the point is, if you start to get distracted by the impending trade, I don't know that they're going to be locked in for Golden State, Indiana, Philly, Boston.
My recommendations, do not watch any television and get off social media until next Friday.
That is a good recommendation. I would agree with that. But, you know, these kids, I don't think that's going to happen. And I do think
just play Fortnite. Don't they like Fortnite still?
Yeah. Well, you could do that. But the point is, if they struggle, they're going to be in a pretty deep hole coming out of the break. But I think they're going to come out of the break with LeBron and Anthony Davis. And
well, you got this. You got the schedule, the Lakers schedule right there in front of you. What do you think they're going to do coming off this road trip?
You mean off the road trip?
Yeah.
I don't have that.
What's their record?
I only did the.
They got at Golden State, at Indy, at Boston,
I know that.
at Philly.
Oh, what do I think now?
Yeah, what's their record?
Again, I think the team's going to get distracted, and I think they're going to have a hard time. I think they might just win the one at Indiana. That might be the only one they win.
Man, you crazy.
Well, until the deadline. Then they got Atlanta just after the deadline and before the All-Star break.
Yep, but you're right.
We're about to go on a run here.
Yeah. All right. Well, I just told you.
Might be 5-2.
Yeah. Might be. But what is it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like my chances.
You know what? Atlanta's no pushover now either. They've been playing
pushover.
High level.
Cream puffs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, given. So 5-2. Wait, what? How did you get 7 games out of this?
Because after the All-Star break, we got Houston right after the break, and then we got the Pelicans.
Houston at home, but then on the road against New Orleans and Memphis. So I think only 2 home games in the entire month of February.
Wait, they go to New Orleans?
Yes.
Now that would be a show.
New Orleans.
What if half the Lakers are Pelicans that night?
That changes.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
It's an interesting.
I'd watch that.
We'd be just fine.
Yeah.
The confidence from this guy now that LeBron's back.
Yeah.
Old goat James.
We feel it from here, even though you're not even with us. We can just sense it. I don't know where the celebration was this morning. We didn't even have it from you.
I got a feeling the GOAT Master be out on Monday, and not for who you think, Skip Bayless.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, in honor of Tom Brady?
No.
Huh. Well, you conceded to me.
Old GOAT James gonna do something Saturday night.
But two Mondays ago, you conceded. You give it up. You give in. Tom Brady's the GOAT. Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might get me a Jerry Goff jersey. I'm going to try to find me a Jerry Goff jersey while I'm down here.
Really? Well, good luck with that, because I don't know what you're going to do with it except have to burn it.
Well,
And we are going to talk about Brady's legacy next, but first, the big game. It's just 2 days away. So it's time to play the DraftKings Championship Millionaire Contest.